Hi guys, I'm Lauren, welcome back to my channel and thank you for clicking my face. Today I'm going to be talking about what it's like to work at a magazine. I worked at a magazine from May 2015 to February 2016 because unfortunately the magazine shut down. But I thought I'd talk about the really cool things that I did there and why I absolutely loved what I did and loved working at the magazine. And yeah, I dropped out of college and got this letter saying that I needed to do something in my life and I either needed to get a job or an apprenticeship. So I was doing this whole programme and they said, we've got work experience, you'll be getting paid to write articles for a magazine, other unemployed people are going to be doing it, why don't you try? So I went and I did this amazing course where you went like 3 days a week, I think. It was either 2 or 3 days a week for 4 weeks, and then you got paid at the end of it for your contribution to the magazine. And at the end of it I enjoyed it so much that I was like, oh, if you've got a job or need an apprentice then voila! And then they were like, sorry, we don't have anything at the moment, you know, and I got a call 2 weeks later saying they wanted me. And I was interested in being a content writer. I absolutely love writing. Being a journalist would be like an amazing job, I feel like I'd love it so much. But they wanted a graphic designer. So they wanted me to be a graphic designer. So they were running courses, the training side of things were running courses. So I got to go on one of the graphic design courses and learn how to do that. They were kind of like, there's a 4-week course that's like three days a week. So 3 days a week you'll do the course and then 2 days a week you'll work in the magazine. Yeah, when I did the work experience I worked with, or at least I'd seen the girls that worked at the magazine. Obviously I'm like a shy little beans at first. Once you get to know me I'm like, well bam, in your face, but at first I was just very quiet and had like a little, it was really, the whole set out of the like office was kind of weird. Like there were 2 desks at the back where if you walk in the room you can see it, and then there was this one little desk in the corner that literally like, the computer was at the wall, you were facing the wall the entire time. If I wanted to talk to anyone I was like, I think it was like a month or 2 or something that we moved the desk, or we got a new desk in for me because there wasn't a desk there at the time or something like that. So I got to do graphic design and I got to do writing and I was loving it. Like I got to interview like 2 of my favourite authors, they do really cool interviews with one of my favourite bands. I interviewed the lead singer of Half Crown. If you don't know who Half Crown is, then I will leave a link to their music in the description because they're awesome and they're a Brighton-based band. Like they were Brighton born, I don't know. They're from Brighton basically and that was amazing. I also got to go to a festival called Together the People. They're like the first festival they did. I think they did another one last year, like 2016 they did another one. But I did go to 2015 Together the People, which was in Preston Park, and that was like amazing. Like the headliners were like Jose Gonzalez, amazing people, like it was just amazing. They had tents for like the BIM, like the Institute of Modern Music, that one, yeah, the tent for that, and they had a tent and Half Crown played and like Louis like came off stage because it was literally the beginning, like a couple minutes, and he noticed me after, because it was after the interview, and he came and said hey, and I was just like, hi, oh my god, do you recognise me? That's amazing, oh my god. Like the whole time I was doing that interview I was fangirling deep inside and probably blushing like an idiot, but I loved doing that interview. He's like so funny and like interesting. It was amazing. I actually got to see Little Mix and review them when they did their Get Weird tour, and I got to go to like so many ridiculous amount of shows during the Brighton Fringe. I was thinking that Brighton Fringe is a festival, they play shows everywhere and do events like all over Brighton, and I got to go to like a ridiculous amount of those and it was absolutely amazing. I made connections with people that I never would have otherwise, and it was absolutely amazing. Like writing was something I absolutely loved. I didn't realise I loved graphic design until I was a graphic designer for like a year. I was a graphic designer for over a year. I mean, I got to interview Holly Bourne, who is one of my favourite authors ever. If you don't recognise her name, you might recognise her books. She wrote the amazing book Soulmates. She wrote The Manifesto on How to Be Interesting. She wrote Am I Normal Yet? The trilogy. The second one's How Hard Can Love Be? What's a Girl Gotta Do is the third one. I got to meet Holly Smale, which I did on my own back actually. I kind of realised she was doing book signing and I was like, I'ma go in there and tell her I work at a magazine and I want to interview her. I'ma do it. Yeah, and I showed up in a reindeer onesie, which she remembered. I tweeted her and she remembered that, and I might be meeting her again in March, so I'm gonna bring it up. I might just wear a different onesie and then be like, do you remember me? I got my spring onesie on. Last time I was wearing my reindeer one. Let's do it. And see if she remembers me. But I got to interview Holly Smale, who is the author of the Geek Girl series, which I absolutely love. There's so many of them, and the last one's coming out soon, and I'm just not ready. My body is not prepared for it. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. I ended up sorting out a phone interview with her, which was amazing, and I actually filmed the entire thing on my laptop, like on my computer. I just put my webcam up and like filmed it, and when I was watching it back, because I had to write it down, like I had to write down everything she was saying. Afterwards, like I was listening to it and trying to like type out everything she was saying, and I just saw my face, and my face was like bright red, and I'm just like, oh my god, yes, oh my god, you're so funny, oh my god, Holly. But yeah, that was just amazing. I've done so many amazing things with that magazine. There's just too many to count. I got to go to Brighton Fashion Week, I got to interview so many amazing people and write so many amazing articles. Actually, my favourite article is the first one I ever wrote for them. I actually wrote an article called Say Yes to YA, which was about young adult fiction and how it's kind of like there's a stigma around it, and that, like, you kind of should grow out of it, but it's okay to like YA. It's great. Say yes to YA. Even if you're an adult. I enjoy YA. I think I am a young adult, but I think it's going to be something I enjoy for the rest of my life. Like, it's just amazing. I love it. Just don't know what I'm doing with my hands, but yeah, I just thought it was like incredible that I got that in a magazine. It was the first thing that was ever published of mine, and that also included the interview with Holly Bourne, and it was amazing. And I wish I could share it with you guys. But unfortunately I can't. But as I was saying, if you ever want to work at a magazine, you have to put yourself out there and just write and write and write. If you want to be a writer, if you want to be a journalist or write articles or any of the above, then my suggestion is to just write and write and write, or start your own blog and write. So you've got all of your articles and all of your posts and everything that you want to say all on a blog that you can just send to people and be like, please check out my blog because I want to be a writer and I want to do this. If you want to be a graphic designer, just start designing stuff. You never know until you start practicing and start like just jotting down ideas. And I didn't realise how good I was at it until I started doing it, weirdly enough. And I'd like to think I'm good at it and not just like up my own boat about it. Like I'm not just like, yes. Like, it was an amazing experience that I would highly recommend. I loved everything about working at a magazine except certain things, but like stressful things like deadlines and the magazine going to print, and sometimes we don't have an article to fit into that page because we scrapped another one, so we need to quickly do it like a design and article, and obviously there's quite stressful things about working at a magazine. I mean, honestly, there's gonna be stressful things about every job. In particular about this job was kind of more like the deadlines, or if you had a creative block and you know you need to get like certain things done. That was hella hectic. Like, it was just I just need to take a breath because that was like the worst part. But yeah, that was basically my experience at the magazine. It sounds a lot like me bragging, but honestly I just kind of wanted to talk about how I had like an amazing job, but then it all went and I had to leave it because I got ill, and I'm still ill and nothing's right in the world anymore. But that's a whole other video, so stay tuned for that one because it's coming. And if you haven't already checked out my last video, then go ahead, you can click here right now and I'ma link it so you can check out my story time about the date from hell where he nearly punched me in the face and punched a hole in the wall. It's very interesting. You should go watch it. Once again, thank you for clicking my face. I've been Lauren. You've been a great audience. Goodbye. That was really awkward. It's not, it's just... Okay.